Today's live chat is about how to shoot your action scenes. Hi everyone, Sir Palok. Hi Trupta. Hey, what's up?
Hi. How are you doing?
Somebody's looking good. Skin is glowing.
Oh my God. This lockdown is working, it seems.
How's it going? How's the lockdown treating you?
Oh God, don't even ask. Don't even ask. It's really sad. I
I'm
just hope
asking
it
you.
just. Yeah, let's just hope that it finishes really fast and we
I
start
know,
working, man.
man. I know, man. Yeah,
Seriously.
seriously.
It's.
I miss working. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
miss being on
truly.
set with you.
I know, it was fun, man. The last time when we met, when we worked together, it was fun, seriously.
I know it was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was one of the most difficult shoots, I would say, in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah.
the location and
Yeah.
the
True.
weather also. Like
True.
night shoots
You,
are
re-
always difficult, man.
you remember one night that suddenly some fog came in, like like
Oh yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
nowhere,
Oh yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
of nowhere.
There was the first day of the action
Yeah.
shoot. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
And
God.
we were like trapped in this box of
Yeah.
fog, man.
Fog. Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful also, but it was
Yeah.
scary at the same moment.
Yeah.
Hey,
True.
Shahnawaz is waving. What's up, Shahnawaz?
Hello. Sir, director sir, कैसे हैं sir?
Sir, कैसे हैं, sir?
Ah,
Okay,
so,
so
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, those of you who don't know, Anirban is an amazing cinematographer.
Oh my
I
God.
know this because I've worked with him personally. He's very meticulous. He's very particular about his lighting, is what I've noticed during the shoot. Uh,
And nothing cares. Nothing more matters. Like I only think about my lighting. That's all that matters to me.
No, but I really want to mention that you worked on some amazing projects, bro. And I like it's amazing. I was looking at your IMDb. You the most of the work that you've done is into the camera and electrical department,
Yeah,
and with Sudeep Chatterjee sir. And
yeah.
so tell me, how's it working with him, man?
Uh, See, I have started my career like in this film films and in camera department from Sudipda only. I call him Sudipda. We all call him Sudipda.
Mhm.
He's my boss, and I have learned whatever I've learned in my life. I have learned from him. So yeah,
And
and
how did you find that passion, that feeling at the very first time when you felt that you know what, this is it, this is it, what I want to do.
see, this is again Sudhirda. Like I knew him from before joining him. So because I'm Bengali and he is also Bengali, and I knew him from Calcutta.
Okay,
So when he was in institute, I'm not from any institute. So when he was in institute, at that time he used to come to my house. He and my elder sister, they are bestest friends.
okay.
So that's how he used to come to my house, and he used to tell amazing stories about filmmaking, about the institute, and how they learn, how they teach, how the teachers teach, how they learn, and all that shit. So that used to amaze me a lot. Like I have no idea about films at that point of time. I never used to have any idea
This is
about
which
films and
year?
filmmaking.
This is which
This is like
year?
long back, long back. Don't even ask which year.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
I won't
yeah.
ask. Nobody is disclosing anybody's age over here, so no guesses. Tell me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how it started basically. And then after a point when Shrida came to Bombay, that time I approached him that okay, I want to join you as an assistant. Though I don't know anything and I
Okay.
had no clues, and he happily like said yes, you come and join me, and you learn the work in the job like while doing the work. So
So you had
that's how it
like
started.
no experience,
No, zero experience.
no learning,
No.
no film school teaching, nothing. And
No,
then
no.
you asked Sudeep Da to just to
Yeah,
join him, and he said
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And he's been your mentor
Totally,
since,
totally,
yeah.
totally.
Oh, that's amazing, man. How's it?
Yeah.
How's it? See, you've never had the opportunity to go to a film school. But
Yeah.
do you think by not going to film school, has it anyway, been like an obstacle in your process of, learning and filmmaking?
Learning and filmmaking, no, no, totally no. Like
Okay.
one answer. But the only thing that I miss is the networking. Like when they spend the entire time there in the institute, they become like really good bonds. They have like really good bonds with the directors. So once you pass
Oh,
out of the institute, you already have those set of directors whom are like your friends, who are your friends, and who are really
so
want to
immediately
work
that
with you.
that
Yeah,
yeah. So as
yeah.
soon as you like get off it
Yeah,
and you start working with the people that you want to work with,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
And top of everything, there's institute has got their own thing. Like institute people, institute juniors and seniors, they have their own things. Like अरे मेरा बच्चा है या फिर मेरा senior है,
Ah,
so
like
it's
that.
like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So those are the things which I miss not going to the institute. Otherwise,
I
rest
think
all okay.
this is going to be really interesting. By not being into a film institute, what has cinematography meant for you? What do you think is the best way to describe cinematography according to you?
It's how your director is telling a story. You are been that's what I think. Like I'm just starting my career, so
You're
it's too
not
early
starting.
to it's too early to say all this,
We won't
answer all
tell
these
anybody your
questions.
age. It's fine.
So anyhow, I think that it's all director's vision, which we as a DOP we come in and we say that all right, it's your vision, but I can put some effort and I can add something to your vision too. That's how I think it
Bro,
is. So
that's
that's
not something you technically you add the entire visual language
yeah,
to the film.
yeah.
So a cinematographer's job is not easy at all. And let me tell you one thing, like I'm wearing a shirt for a reason because cinematography is a serious business. Guys, pay
See, look at me.
attention to this.
Oh
So
God, no,
what
no, no!
what
It's not a serious business at all. Like if you start thinking it seriously, then it's a difficult job. Like
So
you have
I'm
to.
saying that, see, we cannot cover we cannot cover cinematography into just one session
Yeah,
because there are just so many elements to it.
true,
There is lighting, there is
true.
lensing, there is
Yeah,
aspect
the framing
ratios,
and
there is format,
framing
there
and
is
all that.
framing,
Yeah,
there is staging, there is blocking. I mean,
true.
it's just so much, and then you have those technical things like aperture and shutter speed
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this and that. So I
and
just want from yeah, tell me.
and apart from that, also like there's a hell lot of post work
Yeah,
that is also there. Like
like
once the shoot gets
coloring.
over. Once the shoot gets over, it's not over yet. Like you have to sit for the
It's like
with the VFX people. You have to sit with the DI colorist, and
it's
it's not yet
it's
over.
like
Like
how Rocky Balboa says, "It's not over
exactly,
till it's
it's
over."
not. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, yeah.
So, see,
So,
you are somebody like a cinematographer is somebody who's who gives like a visual language to the entire film. It's like a visual storytelling.
mhm.
Okay, and we know that visuals are really really important. Whatever key elements that we are talking about that are involved in cinematography, be it as simple as the aspect ratio, which is not simple by the way, I know. I mean, all of those things actually culminate to telling a story,
Mhm.
and which is actually a DP's job, a director of photography. There's a reason why he's called a director, right? And
Right.
so, in just from the layman's point of view, like for if I was a new filmmaker, and if I wanted to hire a director of photography, and this was your first meeting, uh, how would you build that trust with your director?
uh, See, it's not building. It's initially on the initial stage. It's you have to see my work firstly. The talks actually only the talks. doesn't help you. You have to see my work to believe that this guy can pull it through.
Okay, for
Pull it off.
example, I've seen
So
your work. I've seen your work,
yeah,
and that's the reason why I've called you. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Now we are in a meeting. So
yeah.
what happens in this meeting? Tell me. Like,
Uh,
this is a
it's a
process. See,
difficult.
this is a very,
Yeah,
very important process. I just want to
it's
understand from a DP's point of view, like what actually, how do you really convey and how do you decide
no,
that
no.
this is the
Uh,
director you want to work with also?
all right, I have a simple answer to it. So this, whenever you fall into this kind of trap, you call
Okay.
me. I'll help you out. There's no other way.
Okay.
Okay, dear friend of ours, like both of us, like Shanawaz is there as a director. He
Yeah,
had
yeah.
as we had lot of meetings and a lot of work. We worked together and all that. Three of us actually, for that matter. And when Shanawaz and I talked, that time I actually listened to him, like what is his vision, what he's trying to say, like
Right.
and from there I take it up, like अभी इसमें मैं ऐड क्या कर सकता हूँ, ये मेरा मेरा पॉइंट है. बाकी तो सब कुछ शाहनवाज ने ऑलरेडी बोल दिया. इसमें तो सिर्फ कैमरा लगाओ, लेंस लगाओ और उसका फ्रेम बनाओ और हो गया शूटिंग करना. ये नहीं, उसमें ऐड क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं. मेरा व्हेन आई कम इन, लाइक what is the process of building
Shahnawaz is asking, what's the process of building a look for a film or commercial?
film and commercial.
See, that's a brilliant question. Shahnawaz,
Yeah,
wow. Yeah.
yeah.
So, what is the process?
Commercial, I don't know. Commercial, is there is any process or not? Film, yeah, film, since it's a large, like it's lot
It's a
of,
longer
it's a
format, yeah.
like long term thing. You have to um,
Yeah.
uh, my thing is, I build up the relation with the director from the Reiki and from the readings and all that. So Reiki plays a very big part, like for me. Whenever I go for a scout, I sit with the director. I obviously try and be with.
Yeah.
If we are not driving the separate vehicles. So apart, then otherwise, then when we're driving, that time we talk a lot. Like that. That's how uh, it helps to build a relationship. Like the whatever feature films, so meaning films and short films or whatever I've done.
It's
Is
basically that's the time when you understand,
time you
what
yeah
the
yeah
kind of
yeah yeah yeah
theme
yeah
that the
yeah
director
yeah
has in
yeah
mind. What is
yeah
the
yeah
kind of, staging or blocking that he has in mind?
yeah
What
yeah
is the
yeah
style of
and
storytelling
and
that he wants to follow?
and his reference points also, like
Correct.
he will say that, okay, have you seen this film. I said, all right, fuck this, I haven't seen, so I have to go, like, do a little homework tonight,
Okay.
go back home and watch this film. So or else, if I have something, I can tell him, I can obviously tell him that, all right, these are the films that I have in his mind. When I read your script that time, these are the films which came in my mind, you can have a look of this, these films,
Okay.
so that's how it starts.
Okay, so you
And
basically, let's assume that you're working on a film, okay,
yeah.
and you're in for a long-term commitment with the director. The director and you, both of you have like a strong trust in each other, and
Yeah.
there comes a point in the script that there's an action scene, and suddenly we see that there's an action director who comes on the set. So how do you like manage working from one director to the other, and when does your interaction starts with an action director?
Here is a story again, like
Go for it.
the story is such that since we are all there in the industry for such a long time, we all know each and everyone, so we have a rapport in any which ways, like whosoever we work with.
Okay.
Like for that instant, for an example, I'm saying that if I don't like some framing, I will obviously go and tell Master ji, देखो भाई ये हो रहा नहीं है, मतलब this is not the look and feel of the film that we have already shot,
Okay.
and so
So
ये मतलब it's not going with the story. So
okay,
I
so
also think
basically you keep your foot down and you just tell
yeah
him
yeah
that you know what
yeah yeah
this
yeah
yeah.
yeah.
But usually,
Otherwise,
do you do it or you ask the director to say this?
both the way, like both
Both
the
the
way.
ways,
Since
sir.
we yeah, as a director के साथ, since you are working for like already 30 days, 35 days, or you have
Yeah,
already
yeah.
worked, and then the action starts. So director के साथ you have a little rapport in which ways. So
Okay.
यार चलो भाई बोलते हैं अपन ऐसा करके कंधे पे हाथ डाल के चलो
But
बात करते
why
हैं.
do you think this happens and does it happen a lot?
Yeah, it happens. It happens every time. It happens most of the time, actually. But
When
there's
do you first interact with an action director? Usually, you know,
on
when an action
meetings,
director is
meetings,
Acha, on the
meetings.
first day of the
Yeah,
meeting.
first day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. उसी time पे मतलब it's
yeah,
clear that you know what this is the story, this is the
yeah,
kind of look and feel, these are the
yeah.
reference points, and then so okay. So does the director, the action director, tells you that you know what this is what he's thinking, and maybe you should prep in a way like differently than you normally prep for a normal scene. How do you like? I want to know is like how do you prep for an action scene? That's it.
There's no such preparation, but only thing is, I personally get a little stressed out. Like, you get you have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
By now, you were like really comfortable with your entire crew, with your director, with your ADs and all that,
Okay.
and your actors or actresses whatsoever. But now the new person in your life, comes in your life. So
And his
you have to deal
assistants.
with it, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a different thing. Like he has got a different set of looking into the entire scenario,
Okay.
and you have to deal that. So
Okay, so the bigger picture underscore Insta has a question for you. They're asking, how do you stay so calm when you shoot? What's the secret?
I thoroughly enjoy the process, like every day. I don't sulk at all. Maybe I sulk, like come home and cook something and take all the sulk out. Or else, but it'll be otherwise. It'll be very difficult for me if I like get angry and shout and yell and all that. And top of everything, Sudipda is like exactly the same. Sudipda doesn't like shouting and yelling, so he taught me like that. Okay,
Hmm.
और I'm not that kind of person also who will shout and yell. अब मैं अगर गाली भी दिया तो सामने वाला बोलेगा कैसे गाली देता है यार, थोड़ा अच्छे से गाली दिया कर.
Okay, tell me about your funniest moment. Your funniest moment on an action shoot.
On an action shoot,
Yeah.
अरे
बहुत है कि कोई नहीं है?
बहुत है पर अभी याद नहीं आ रहा. मतलब और किसी किसी का नाम लेना पड़ेगा. You don't want to do
Don't take
that.
any names. You just say कि हाँ, I was working with some action director and this is what happened.
हाँ. नहीं जान दो. Pass this question.
Okay,
Shahnaaz,
your funniest moment ever. Like you don't have to like it doesn't have to be an action shoot, but your funniest moment ever working on a set.
there are lots like funniest ऐसे वो नहीं बोल सकता. There are like situation like this. I don't mind taking his name. That is Suri. करके, with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
film which I'm doing now is called Bhuj, which we both of us to work together right now.
Right. We are still working on it,
And
by the
we are
way.
still
I
we are
hope.
still working. No, you have to finish it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there Suri is a like amazing character. Like
Hmm.
I love his presence. So he is the first AD of the film,
Uh-huh.
and he's so funny. But there are sequences which I can't say. Like
Anything? No, it's okay.
yeah,
You can use
it's okay.
profanity if you want to. That's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Let me. Shahnaaz has asked something like, Shahnaaz, what is the secret of my hairstyle? Oh, holy cow.
Oh my
This
God.
hairstyle, this hairstyle, Shahnaaz, you were talking about.
Okay, we have another question for you. This comes from Gauri Chadha, another very dear friend of mine. She's a director. She's based in Dubai and she's won awards for her short documentary, and she has a question for you. What are your thoughts on the camera department still being majorly men? How do you feel we can change this more? Or do you think we should change it or not?
We
What do you
should,
feel?
yeah, we should. As in, it's only thing which I like. Don't take me otherwise, please, Gauri and everyone around. That it is a little hardworking. Our department is like you have to like lift things up and all that shit. So it sometimes it becomes really difficult. And otherwise, I completely think like I have a couple of assistants who are girls, so they are also working like and so it's not that the girls are not there. There are girls, but yeah, number is really less. I hope that very soon we are all together. We all come together, like like 50-50 or maybe like higher than that. Higher than that,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. More women
Yeah,
controlling the game.
yeah.
हाँ, हम लोग उनके लिए काम कर लेंगे यार.
काम
मुझे कोई
करेंगे
प्रॉब्लम नहीं
कोई
यार.
टेंशन नहीं
हम कर
अपने को.
लेंगे. Okay, okay. She's saying I've worked as a second AC and a focus puller, and I many a times felt isolated from my gender. Is it? Yeah. You answered it first.
I seriously don't think so. In my team, it doesn't happen like that. Totally no. Like
We
I
know you're
treat a
very
girl,
sweet.
I no, I treat a girl also like a boy, like who with whom any of my assistants, like any of them, uh, मैं, whosoever I work with, like I don't treat them as girls or boys or whatever. Your work is, you have to do your work, and that's it. Like
Yeah,
after
and
that,
if you're good, you're good.
good. Yeah. If you're
Yeah, and
bad, then
if you're
you'll
bad,
get a
you're
yelling
bad.
at.
Yeah.
And you get a yelling at. But that's all. It's very simple.
Right.
So,
I think it's also got to do with I've realized in many of our departments there are not many girls. You know, we see girls in the direction department mostly. I like earlier I never used to see somebody in the production department, but I see a lot of girls in the production department as
yeah,
well now,
yeah, yeah,
and they're just really handling it well.
yeah.
I mean, there is a method to it. There is a system to how they handle the work. It's not easy. I mean, but sometimes I've felt that there's a certain kind of awkwardness also. Men like it's they find it uncomfortable not because there's a girl, but they're shy. They're maybe shy, or I don't know, like something like that also happens.
There are girls, again, girls, please don't take me otherwise. There are girls who try to take advantage of the fact that they are girls, which I don't like, Like I
Yeah.
take you as an assistant. If you're there in my team, then I'll take you. I'll treat you exactly the same way I treat a boy, exactly the same way I treat the other girl. Like there is no difference.
Hmm.
So if she comes and tells me that, all right, I'm a girl, no, I'll not be able to do that, then there is a problem. Then like I will not like it. Otherwise, I don't think like there's there are DOPs like who are working really well in our industry. Neha is one of them, and no, there are others also. Like बहुत सारे हैं अभी तो. So
Okay. I have a very important question.
Mhm.
Uh, why do you think the action scenes in India are
Yeah.
not shot the way they are shot in Hollywood? Why is that? According to you?
I
Because there is
I
a
don't I
difference.
don't
You
I
agree?
don't agree to the fact. I don't agree to the fact because I have done Doom 3,
Yeah.
which is I think at that point of time it was like the best looking film, and action. It was an action film,
Yeah.
and of late I have done War, which is this Ritik Tiger wala film,
Yeah.
and they're like almost the entire Portugal and Italy portion I have shot, like the entire Portugal and Italy portion I have shot. So, though the DOP is Ben Jasper, who is from Australia, I was doing the second year DOP for that
Hmm.
film, and so that is also shot like it looks very good. Meaning, maybe it's not Fast and Furious or anything of that sort.
Hmm.
But it is not that bad. Not that
It's
bad.
it's 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 not bad at all, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
So,
it's one of my favorite Indian action films. Doom 3
yeah.
and War
Yeah.
both are a
Yeah.
big success,
Yeah. Yeah.
and both are amazing, I would say. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's completely fine. But I been watched a lot of action films. I do feel
Mhm.
like maybe not like like a stunt sequence or an action sequence, but there are a few fight sequences which I feel are there's a difference in that it's been treated differently than how it's been treated in Hollywood films.
It's again they try to set an example, okay, and we try to follow them.
Mm.
That's exactly the point right now. So we have some references and we follow their path. So,
Yeah,
if we kind of step out of that and make our own rule, then it'll all look
I
nice.
think yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it'll be
So
really really nice if
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All we are doing, all like every film you pick it up, yeah, we are all trying to follow him. Like
Yeah, we,
for that instance, there's one film that I've done like as an assistant long back with Sudeep only. There's a film called Chak De. So Chak
yeah,
De
yeah.
India was like set apart because it looked different. It looked different in a sense that nobody has seen in international film also. Nobody has seen that kind of look. Nobody has seen uh, that
Yeah,
hockey
yeah, yeah, yeah,
chase
yeah,
and all
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah. It was
so it
amazing.
was
Yeah,
new. It was new, and it was so brilliant for that time, like for that time. So that's how it came out. Like it came out really well.
yeah. I
So
think it was if
that's
that's see that's a beautiful point as well. Like we try to take references of so many
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
Hollywood films. We try to
yeah,
follow things like the way that they have done is
yeah,
like the
yeah,
epitome of highest quality or whatever. But
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's really not the case.
Correct.
If you just try to make something of your own, you can actually come up
Yeah,
with something really
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Chuck Day is a
yeah,
very fine example, and
yeah,
I'm so proud of you, bro.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we have few more questions. Let's see. We are tactical, bro. Can you give some guidance for new people want to become fight choreographers? Educate yourself, bro. Just learn as much as possible. Try to break down as many action scenes as possible. And try to find out like how it's been shot, and also the style of choreography that is being followed. And I think yeah, that's a great way to start. Vicky, you pumped your hair? No, sir, I did not. Gauri is asking, how do you deal with a director that doesn't come with a base technical knowledge? Do you feel that hinders the potential you can get out of the project? Do you think?
And
Shahnawaz
again,
is Gauri asked a really good question. Can you answer that?
what again? Come again?
How do you deal with a director that doesn't come with a base technical
Ah,
knowledge?
okay, okay,
And how
okay.
do you feel that it becomes like a obstacle? It hinders the potential that you can get out of the project.
Yeah. So it's better for us in DOP if somebody in front of you doesn't know anything about it. It's good for us. Like you patti padao them and get your work done. It's the secret of the trade, but still I'm telling you.
So
So, but
indirectly, you become the director of the project.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, now you can tell me. Now you can tell your director that what you want, and if the director is ready to give you the equipment and your whatever wish list you have,
Then
then
voila.
it's yeah, it's like what else you want, man.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that's amazing. If like that's one of the advantages of knowing a lot.
yeah. No, and like let people know that all right, you know the best. I don't. सामने वाले when some director comes. So, no,
Okay.
Gauri, not to you. Gauri, you're good. Yeah, you are a director. Sorry, yeah, we can work soon, and I'll not do like this.
I want to understand the importance of blocking. blocking and staging a scene. And how is it different than blocking or staging for an action scene?
See, for like off late, whatever I have done, uh, the rehearsals are the key. Like if there is any rehearsal,
Why?
so
Why do you say
what
that?
basically,
Why do you say that if there are any?
yeah, there are sometimes it happens that no rehearsal, like take take. So that is the worst thing. you know? And
Can you share a recent example, like any experience?
if there is some sequence, some emotional sequence happening, and director will say that, all right, let's not rehearse and just take. But for me, as a DOP, I don't know where the character is gonna go, where I have to light up. Like I need to know all that, right? And where he's
Yeah, yeah,
stopping,
yeah.
where he's saying his dialogue, which side of the wall he's looking at, or to the character he's looking at. I need to know all that. But sometimes it happens like no, take. So
And does it
so
happen
yeah,
the
you
same
have to.
in does it happen the same in action sequences also?
Action sequence is more. Action sequence is more. I think
No
uh,
rehearsals.
no rehearsals.
What?
Yeah, बहुत सारे जगह ऐसा होता है.
So what do you do
So
in such cases? Like how do you do it? Like what pattern do
see,
you follow
for,
for shooting?
for firstly, if you have an actor or who is your little friend of yours, then you can kind of ask him that, bro, what are you gonna do? So if he'll say that I'll pick him up and show him there or whatever. So you know like a little bit that okay, this is the portion that I have to light up, and this is the portion where he can go.
What are
So
you saying?
yeah,
मतलब उतना
it
भी नहीं
happens a lot of
बताते
time.
हैं.
It happens a lot of time because they also
और
don't
अगर
know.
नहीं और
They
अगर नहीं मालूम, अच्छा, they also don't know.
they also don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, so for you,
Okay, why do you think, according to you, why do you think that such things happen on set? Why is it that the team is not aware about what's gonna happen, and why is it not shared with the team?
there are sometimes pressure uh, from the actors, key actors, uh,
Like celebrities?
celebrities, yeah,
Okay.
especially.
Yeah.
So
See, you can say celebrity. You're not taking any name.
yeah, most of the time it's like that. So
Okay.
क्या क्या होगा किसी को भी नहीं मालूम. जो होगा वो सर को ही मालूम है. वो
अच्छा,
क्या
वो सर
करेंगे.
को ही मालूम है, मतलब ऐसा सीन है.
So you have to generically you have to light up the place, and then if you are lucky enough, then you'll get a take two, and that time you can tweak it a little more, you know.
Okay, because in the
So
first take okay, what they're
yeah,
doing. So now you can tweak it. Okay, that's
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Shahnawaz has a very good question. He says, how important is production design?
It's very important, very important, very important in the way like without the production designers' help, it's impossible to pull up a good looking film, you know. As in I want to look all the frames good to be like really good, all the frames in the film whatsoever, it's a maybe a feature film, maybe a short film or whatsoever. Like I put uh, after just before the take, maybe I say, oh, cut. I just hold it for 30 seconds, please. Like give me 30 seconds. So I'll put the prop there, which is behind, like nobody is looking at it. But I think that it's important for me, so I put it like 20 centimeters to the right, which will come in my frame maybe at one point of time. So that means a lot to me. So that is again a production designer who is there on set and who is also looking into the monitor when I'm taking the shot.
Okay.
Will obviously help. So
So
production
production design for
designer,
so basically production design for aesthetic value or production design for storytelling?
both.
Both, right?
Yeah.
I have a similar question. How important are locations?
Oh, that's the key. That's
Sometimes you have like the actual locations, and like how
yeah,
does you know and sometimes you don't have locations. Sometimes
yeah,
you just make something in the studio. So what is
yeah.
more which one is better, like actual location or
I personally like actual locations. And I light up in a way also, like where the actual location that actually it looks, even at night, how your naked eyes are seeing,
Yeah.
that's very important for me. Like, how do I, when I go to the set, even if it's at night exterior, the way the place is light up, is been lit up, uh, I follow that instinct personally. So, and then you obviously, so what happens is, like, you go there and you see that this is the actual practical, and that's how this place is gonna look if I light up on film. So that is where, like, the actual set and me lighting up and looking the way it's actually gonna look, like actual should look. You know, am I making any sense? Like,
Yeah.
am I making you
Yeah, yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Like,
you
so,
are absolutely. It's like the importance of, you know,
so
it's
there
like
there
making the
is,
audience feel that they
yeah,
belong there. You know what?
yeah.
They get so engaged in the scene that they feel like they are
Yeah.
actually present over there in that particular location,
Yeah, our
right?
human eyes are so used to any kind of scenario. Like, even at night exterior you go, it opens up the exposure so that you get to see. But the camera is not that, not like that. So you have to
Okay.
light it up for you to see. So
So since
so
we are talking about lighting, I have one question. Uh, I'd actually made note of all this. uh, I, I want to understand lighting
oh my.
as a character, you
Mhm.
know, that you add into the scene. What is lighting according to you? And how do you add character into the scene with lighting?
Uh,
मैं
it's
बहुत
it's a-
difficult question पूछ रहा हूँ.
it's very difficult to answer this kind of questions. Like, for me at least, but
But am I
I
asking
go
the
to.
right questions? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, totally, totally.
okay.
What happens to me? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I go to the set. This is my problem. This is my problem. And Sharama's also, if she is there, he will also
Yeah, tell
understand
me
that.
what exactly happens on set. Yeah.
Yeah, my problem is, like, I go to the set, I understand the shot, and if I don't understand, I'll be blank, and I will obviously ask again my director that,
Yeah.
bro, I actually didn't understand what you're saying. So I will come up with this second one, and then I kind of, okay, if I understood, then it's fine. Or else I put the camera, I go through, look into the eyepiece, and then my brain starts to work. Basically, that's my thought process. Basically, so
Okay.
so you know, most of the time it happens like that. So yeah,
Okay, so
I,
basically, yeah. कि मतलब normally ज़्यादा philosophical जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. When you are practically on set, like this is what you need to follow. When you don't know, when you don't really understand, or if the director is not successful in explaining it in a way that, or तो वैसा है तो आप you have to follow your instinct.
yeah, yeah,
That's how
yeah,
it should be.
yeah, yeah.
I have seen you in like full form, by the way, during your shoot while working on Bhuj. I've seen you in full form. You're like,
Yeah.
see, you are like the man of the show. I've seen it. I'm not just saying this because we are live right now. Like, but like you're like the man of the show. Yeah, you know exactly what you want. वहाँ से थोड़ा ये, यहाँ से वो,
Yeah,
वहाँ से थोड़ा ये कर, वो कर, ये वो. And
yeah,
and I've been really amazed by uh, the focus that you have, the kind of details that you focus on. I mean,
yeah.
that's really really amazing. So yeah,
That's
सिर्फ तारीफ.
again, Sudhir. That's again Sudhir. When I was assisting him, I used to get like, yelled at for so many small things. That made me, like, I super particular on super small things, and that's how now my assistants are like so paranoid that they, what the hell is happening? Like, ये कोई देखेगा भी नहीं, देखेगा नहीं, कौन जानता है? मतलब, as in, it's your
Yeah.
in your
So
head,
okay, one more question, and then it's again from Gauri. She's asking, what has been your most technically challenging moment on set? A scene or a shot? Most challenging.
Oh, most challenging in a way. There are. I'm a person who believes in rehearsals and a little. I need time, like, or for thinking maybe, or
Of course, you need time to think.
yeah. So what happens sometimes that you set up a trolley, you set up a track, and you know that okay, it's a very precise kind of shot that you tilt up from there till down and pan to the right, and then just head in a little. That is what the shot is. Okay, so
Right.
you rehearse. It's a very complicated shot, and you rehearse a couple of times, and it's like, and my frames are like frames has to be like super correct.
Yeah.
I can't give like left में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा space या right में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा space. It has to be proper the way it's supposed to be. It's there in my mind. So what happens is I rehearse once, or I can go for take for the second time. So after the first take, my director will say that you know what, uh, this is not happening. So let's do from top right, we come to this, and then we'll go to the left. It's like totally different thing. I get like super paranoid. What the fuck? And I just
You know,
rehearse and I
this
like,
is yeah. I think I've seen you facing facing such situation.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I think a lot of people what they think is कि मतलब the DOP of the film is Superman.
yeah.
सबको ये लगता है कि मतलब डीओपी है यार, मतलब सब कुछ कर लेगा करके, मतलब
कर
ऐसा
लेगा
नहीं.
कर
They don't understand
लेगा.
यार, कैमरा को भी रिहर्सल की जरूरत है यार. You want everything to be perfect. I mean, your
Yeah,
DOP, like it takes time to
yeah,
rehearse, to
yeah,
stage, to the
yeah.
camera movement and everything, because
And process also in your brain also you need to process it, like
यही
this is
कि
not
हाँ, अगर ये ऐसा बोल रहे हैं तो मुझे उसको ऐसे करना पड़ेगा
करना
प्रैक्टिकली.
पड़ेगा. Yeah,
या
yeah.
इट्स नॉट लाइक कि हाँ कैमरा घूम जाएगा. अरे क्या अलादीन का चिराग है क्या? Okay,
But,
that's
so,
amazing. Okay, favorite film?
favorite film?
Yeah, favorite film, Bollywood.
Uh, दिल चाहता है.
Why?
Dil Chahta has changed the completely Bollywood industry, like the look of the film. Ravi sir, Ravi K. Chandran sir, work of like what's one of the films that I always look up to. Like, okay, anytime if there is it's running on TV, like I'll sit and I'll watch the entire film every time.
Okay. Okay, one film that that you will watch every time to to learn, or to just educate yourself, or to just get just to revise the kind of staging and blocking, and the camera movement, that you would, one film that you will always will always be your reference point, that this is the kind of work that you should do.
There's no such one film I can't say. Like Revenant, for that matter, is like one of the films which I'm looking up to, like for a very long time, to till a very long time. And nowadays, 1917, for that matter,
Yeah.
and like they're amazing films. So these are Hollywood films that I'm talking about. Otherwise, apart from Sudeep Das film, I don't know. मेरे को तो सारी सुनीता का फिल्म ही याद आ रहा है कि पद्मावत बोलो, बाजीराव मस्तानी बोलो. These are all
Bro,
films
you
that
have
I
worked on
have worked.
some amazing films, man. Padmavat bolo, War bolo, Chak De bolo. Matlab, how do you? It's like cinematography and storytelling. Like, what is? How do you tell the story? Like, what? एक मतलब कुछ तो दिमाग में कुछ तो process होगा. What is your process? Is all I want to know. Like such beautiful storytelling with visuals. Like, what are those few key elements that you focus on? के मतलब on every film, like ये तो मतलब करना ही है, मतलब to depict that kind of storytelling.
Um, See, those films, like when I was assisting, that there was no point that I talk about those films because it's all Sudeep's vision, and we are just assistants, and I was just the associate at those films, and yeah, I like Shrita used to tell me such things, and I used to execute a lot. Like I used to execute everything for that matter. But
And that's the most important, actually.
yeah, yeah,
You were the one who was actually shaping it into life. You were the one
yeah.
who was making it possible practically. So that's why I wanted to know what is your process.
My thing is like the way it's exactly the same thing. Like now, since I'm shooting my own films and all that, my process remains the same. Like when then there, Sudipta used to tell me that Sudipta used to brief me that this is how I'm looking at, and my brain starts to work from there. You know that
You
okay,
you
this
you
is
look
what
through
it
that
is.
hole and then you start.
And here again my director says this thing and my brain starts saying okay, all right, this is how I look, like you're looking at then. My if I look at the thing,
Yeah.
then I'll be looking at this way. So if the director agrees to the fact, then we are okay, we are in the same
Okay,
page.
now I
Otherwise,
understand. Basically,
yeah,
every time you try to bring in something of your own into the
yeah, yeah,
film,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know, right?
yeah, yeah.
And the
So
director has to agree because it is brilliant. No, but seriously, like I think it's you're kind of doing like the director's job for him, because you're the guy who's practically making it possible. Because
yeah,
कोई भी चीज मैंने words में तो बोल दी, but लेकिन उसको
हाँ,
visually मैं कैसे
visually, हाँ,
convey करूँ यार?
हाँ, हाँ,
मतलब लिखना
हाँ,
आसान है स्टोरी,
हाँ,
बट लेकिन
हाँ,
उस स्टोरी को दिखाना आसान
हाँ.
नहीं है, you know uh,
That's where we are coming, like अभी मतलब that's the profession. Like वो वही तो काम है अपना.
okay. Who's your favorite cinematographer? Now, Sudeepda is your mentor. See,
छोड़ के.
हाँ, उनको छोड़ के like ऐसे कौन से एक दो या तीन cinematographer हैं, मतलब whose work you are like super impressed, and you see them as your idols.
I love Rajiv Ravi's work. Rajiv Ravi and Ravi K. Chandran and Anil sir, Anil Mehta, and
So if I
yeah,
have to ask you कि मतलब उनकी particular ऐसा क्या style है जो आपको पसंद है? What is that
I
thing?
I love Rajiv Ravi's lighting and framing.
Okay.
Uh, Framing wise, like Ravi sir's again, like it's flawless. Ravi sir का पुराना काम अगर आप देखोगे तो it's flawless.
Mhm.
And Hollywood में obviously Roger Deakins and Emmanuel Lubezki
Yeah, वाह वाह वाह
and
वाह.
Rodrigo Prieto, and these are the few guys like I totally follow. Like I totally follow. So
क्या? Favorite action film? War नहीं है.
oh, favorite
Not
action
your
film.
film.
हाँ okay ठीक है. Uh, ये सिक्स अंडरग्राउंड करके कुछ नेटफ्लिक्स में मैंने देखा.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Michael
it
Bay,
looks
bro.
very nice. Michael Bay, yeah,
Michael
Michael
Bay.
Bay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Jack Ryan also he shot, no? Jack Ryan also he directed, right?
no, 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 no. Yeah, that was not him. Jack Ryan was someone else. It was not.
Okay.
It was not Michael Bay. Jack Ryan also was a film, and it also
The
became
show,
the
like a
show
show.
also. Yeah,
See, yeah.
yeah. Shanwas has a question. What's your thoughts on not operating camera on set and being a director of photography?
See, it's again a thing. Like I personally want to sit on the camera,
Okay.
and Sudeepda wants to sit on the monitor. So it's a personal choice.
Right.
For me, like somebody is giving me an opportunity to operate, so why will I not? So my operation will become like a really good because of Sridhar, because he doesn't want to operate. He wants to sit on the monitor and do whatever things. That's how DOPs work normally in abroad also. Apart from Roger Deakins only wants to operate. Like he wants to look through the eyepiece and he wants to light it up, and I exactly want to do the same. Like मेरा thought process मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, मेरा शुरू ही होता है कि जब तक मैं eyepiece में आग ना लगाऊँ तब तक शुरू ही नहीं होता है.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, like, oh. So the camera shows you like what story to tell.
एक तो आई कट ऑफ टोटली फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, लाइक वो आंख एक बार चला गया ना आईपीएस में, मतलब तभी सिर्फ फिल्म दिखता है, मतलब पर्दे में क्या दिखेगा वो दिखता है.
Yeah.
Eventually at the theater, what you will see,
Right.
that is that you see in the eyepiece. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, and you cut off from the rest of the world. Whatever lighting I've done or whatever I've done, it's totally out of my world. And only thing is I see that यही theater में दिखेगा, यही film में दिखेगा actually पर्दे पे.
Okay. So, tell me, do action scenes require more rehearsal than your normal scenes?
No, no.
No.
I personally like there are certain action sequences that we have shot, like the Uri thing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That the lot of action being shot in handheld. I love handheld. I love doing handheld.
Yeah.
But there are some places where people, the action directors especially, they come up with the pre-visualized thing that
Yeah.
they shoot in on their specific phones, the iPhone or whatsoever, and they come up with this storyboard kind of thing.
Yeah.
Storyboard mein, they don't understand one thing. That this is my personal thing.
No, no, no,
I
please.
somehow felt like this. That is, they come up like from the ground level to like to the high above as much as possible. We don't have equipments. We don't have budget to get those equipments.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Because phone तो
we have
एकदम नीचे रख
फोन तो
सकते हैं.
नीचे भी जा
But
सकते हैं, ऊपर भी जा
कैमरा
सकते हैं.
इतना बड़ा
कैमरा
होता है
कैसे
यार, वो
लेके
नहीं
जाओ?
जाएगा यार. Right, 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 right.
तो ये पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. दे प्रीवियस लेके आता है एकदम ग्राउंड लेवल पे, आदमी सोया हुआ है, मर गया, वो सांस ले रहा है, वहां से एकदम टाप करके ऊपर जाएगा उसी. कैसे भाई, मतलब समझा दो मुझे भी.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes when there is no prep for even action scenes, कभी कभी action scenes के लिए भी आपको जो है ज्यादा prep करने का time मिलता नहीं है. आपको exactly पता नहीं है कि मैं कि कैसे कैसे shoot होने वाला है. Previous कभी 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 होता नहीं है. कभी कभी is just on set and मतलब हाँ अभी rehearsal किया, अभी shoot किया. और कभी कभी एक्टर को ज्यादा मालूम होता है कि
Yeah,
कि मैं
yeah.
ये
This is what
करने
I'm
वाला
gonna
हूँ.
do.
हाँ, this is what I'm gonna do, but the DOP doesn't know because DOP
Yeah,
से तो किसी ने शेयर किया ही नहीं.
yeah, yeah.
डायरेक्टर ने एक्शन डायरेक्टर को बताया, एक्शन डायरेक्टर ने अपने एक्टर्स के साथ रिहर्सल कर लिया. DOP doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
in such situations, like what are the kind of equipment or lenses that you will always carry to such shoots?
Uh, Vicky, again, it's all depends on your budget. If it's a good budget film,
It's a good budget film.
if it's a good budget film, then I would like to have uh, my favorite lens is Master Primes. My Master Primes are my favorites, and
Why is that?
Ale,
Alexa, yeah.
Alexa body with a Alexa Mini, or maybe अभी अगर S60 or those are the big bodies, and Mini is a small body.
और अगर बजट नहीं है
And बजट नहीं है तभी भी मैं कैमरा पे तो कॉम्प्रोमाइज करूंगा नहीं है. तो अगर आप मुझे अफोर्ड कर सकते हो तो कैमरा भी अफोर्ड कर सकते हो. तो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. तो
ओके,
बाकी
इससे
equipment-
पता चलता है कि हम काफी बड़े इंसान से बात कर रहे हैं.
नहीं सर, मतलब तो ये तो बेसिक है. मतलब आप अगर कैमरे पे ही इन्वेस्ट नहीं करोगे तो वही तो दिखेगा ना, मतलब ऐसे जो कैमरा
Right.
पे जो हो रहा है.
So, but कभी कभी क्या होता है, प्रोडक्शंस जो हैं वो बोलते हैं कि नहीं यार हमारा बजट तो है ही नहीं. सो हाउ डू यू कन्विंस देम, लाइक अपार्ट फ्रॉम सेइंग कि मतलब आपकी फिल्म ऐसी दिखेगी, बट उसके अलावा और लाइक व्हाट हाउ डू यू कन्विंस देम कि व्हाट, लाइक दिस इज नॉट गोना हैपन.
So actually
And do you
every
also
project
help
it
them?
happens.
Do you also help them in a way कि
Yeah, yeah.
मतलब
Yeah. I'm totally a production DOP. Like totally a production DOP. I can help out. Like if the production people are not chore people, then they can save a lot of money from me. Like if you try and ask me that भाई अगर ये इस दिन के लिए कुछ कम कर सकते हैं कि नहीं, ऑब्वियसली कर सकते हैं. वो मैं टोटली बैठ के आफ्टर द पैकअप आई कैन sit with them and I can
then you can
like
plan
whatever
the
plan for the next day. Whatever is not needed, I can cut it down, and that's how they can save their money. But बेयर नेसेसिटी जो होता है वो तो होता ही है, मतलब एज इन कैमरा एंड लेंसेज आर द बेसिक थिंग्स, लाइक उसमें तुम क्या बजट करोगे और क्या
हाँ मतलब
पैसा
लेंस
कम
ही नहीं
करोगे,
आएगा तो शूट कैसे करोगे मतलब.
शूट करो.
You're
So
right.
that way, you're coming to your question. I love master primes, and but these days my choices become little shifted towards Cook S7, which is
Why
again
is that? What is the difference?
see the sharpness. The sharpness of the lens is little different, and see master
भाई
prime. I
भाई
used to love.
भाई
Yeah, hi.
आई एम अ
हाँ.
लेमैन. मुझे कुछ नहीं समझ में आता है ये टेक्निकल चीजें. मुझे सिंपल शब्दों में बताओ जो मुझे समझ में आएगा. बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पीपल
मैं
हु आर वाचिंग दिस इवन दे वुडंट अंडरस्टैंड कि शार्पनेस ये वो नहीं समझ में आने वाला है. क्योंकि अगर ये द मोर टेक्निकल दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन बिकम पीपल आर लाइक क्या हो रहा है
आप
क्या चल रहा है मतलब उससे फिल्म स्कूल स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ हाँ
टेल मी
sorry
टेल मी जस्ट
sorry
सिंपल व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस दैट्स इट
हाँ
इन टर्म्स ऑफ
तो
ब्यूटी.
आप अगर कोई इमेज अगर देखोगे, कोई भी फिल्म अगर देख रहे हो, तो वो फिल्म के अंदर जो इमेज दिख रहा है वो इमेज कभी कभी होता है कि ब्लर हो गया,
या
ब्लर हो गया, और कभी कभी लगता है कि ब्लर हो गया मतलब इट्स टोटली आउट ऑफ फोकस, और कभी कभी होता है कि आंख में शार्पनेस है नहीं, जो
या
शार्पनेस है तो कहीं नाक पे है या फिर मेरे मूंछ में है
या
या साइड में है,
या
कहीं
या
और है.
या या
So those are not sharp shots. Those are not shots in focus.
ओके
So this is called sharpness basically.
ओके
So as a DOP, I like certain kind of sharpness in my image. So that image, Master Prime used to give a little softness. That film days में जो softness होता था ना, वो
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
softness आता था Master Prime में.
हाँ
तो that
जैसे
is
इस
there.
वक्त जैसे जैसे मेरा इमेज अभी इस वक्त थोड़ा सा
हाँ
सॉफ्ट है
हाँ हाँ
और
हाँ
आपका
हाँ
थोड़ा सा शार्प लग रहा
correct.
है क्योंकि
Sharp है
लाइटिंग
हाँ.
ज्यादा है. राइट सी
मेरा
डिफरेंस.
तो मेरा जो है वो S7 वाला शार्पनेस है, तुम्हारा जो है ना वो मास्टर प्राइम वाला शार्पनेस है.
हाँ गॉट इट.
So this is exactly the same. Thank you, Vicky.
Okay, two questions back to back. One is from
हाँ
Gauri, one is from Bigger Picture Insta. Gauri is asking,
हाँ
how about with actors? How do you deal with actors that are a bit more vocal to what they say will look better? कोई कोई सेलिब्रिटीज होते हैं ना जो मतलब जिनको लगता
yeah
है कि नहीं यार से हमें
yeah
मालूम है आप प्लीज ये कर दो
yeah
इसमें मैं
yeah
ज्यादा अच्छा दिखूंगा. सो हाउ डू यू डील विद इट?
होता. You do a better lighting and make them look better. And I personally know my job, so I know how to make them look better.
Okay.
So you take a shot and then show it to them, like to the monitor, and ask them to come see the shot.
Come
And
and
if
see
you don't
and
like,
compare like yeah
and if you
अगर नहीं
don't
अच्छा.
like, then tell me. There's no way. No one can tell me that they don't like the shot that I have taken.
ऑफ कोर्स आपको तो कोई
So
क्वेश्चन कर ही नहीं सकता.
ये मतलब ये तो इसी से तो कमाता हो यार, यही तो काम है. मतलब
Right.
इसी से तो ब्रेड बटर चलता है यार.
Amazing. Okay, I think हमने काफी questions cover किए, right? Immediately the
Yeah,
second question about by the bigger picture was you talk about cinematography in relationship to budgets as well. How do you deal with smaller budgets? I think we just
yeah,
answered that, right? How do you deal with
yeah,
smaller budgets? जब budget नहीं
yeah,
होता तो मतलब we know that
yeah, yeah,
you help the production out. अगर वो
yeah,
चोर
yeah,
company नहीं है तो
yeah. हाँ,
मतलब
हाँ.
and you try to save them and give
Of
them
course, of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's the most production friendly DOP ever.
true that,
That's
man.
by bigger
Seriously.
picture Insta. Okay. So there are just so many questions which are yet to be answered, I feel.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think we can ever cover that in
Yeah,
this one single session.
short
But
session.
everyone who's watching this, if you have any questions, please send it to us. I'm
Yeah,
gonna share this soon on my Instagram. And yeah, anything related to filmmaking or cinematography, just throw them in,
yeah.
and we'll answer all of them.
Yeah. We are. I'm
Thank
totally वेला, totally घर पे ही हूँ, कुछ काम नहीं है. सारे आंसर करूँगा अगर मुझे पता
and
हो तो.
if there is any particular topic that you want to highlight, then we can definitely do this another time, another day, and yeah, we would love to help you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Stay
so much.
safe.
Bye.
Thank you.
Matlab, this was the one of the most valuable sessions, I would say, and
Thank you
you've been
so much.
totally amazing and awesome as always.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Bye. God bless.
Bye.
Keep
Bye.
looking good.
Bye.
Bye.
You too, bro. Bye.
Bye.